Close your eyes for a moment, or if you can, simply let your gaze drift beyond this screen, beyond the immediate confines of your space. Imagine, if you will, the first fragile blush of dawn painting the sky, not with a sudden splash, but with an agonizingly slow, deliberate reveal. A time-lapse sunrise, perhaps, where the deep indigo bleeds into violet, then into rose, until a sliver of golden fire crests the horizon, banishing the last vestiges of night. Or picture a forest, ancient and hushed, shrouded in a mist so profound it feels like a secret being whispered by the earth itself. The air, cool and damp, carrying the scent of damp soil and ancient leaves, the gentle drip of moisture from canopy to forest floor. In moments like these, when the world unveils its quiet majesty, a different kind of perception awakens within us. A perception that transcends mere observation, reaching instead for understanding, for a deep, resonant connection. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you truly saw a star, not just as a distant pinprick, an anonymous point of light in a vast, indifferent cosmos, but as a window into the infinite, a luminous echo of creation, a beacon that speaks of our infinitesimal yet undeniable place within a grandeur almost too vast to comprehend? When did you last let its ancient light pierce through the layers of your daily preoccupations, sparking a genuine sense of wonder, of profound connection to something immeasurably larger than yourself? When did you allow that distant light to settle within you, illuminating your own inner landscape with a sense of cosmic belonging? For many of us, if we're honest, that moment of genuine, unadulterated awe feels increasingly rare. Our lives, relentless in their pace, are a symphony of notifications, deadlines, and digital distractions. We scroll, we consume, we rush from one commitment to the next, our senses dulled by the sheer volume of information vying for our attention. We look, yes, we scan, we process, but do we truly see? Do we pause long enough for the world to impress itself upon us, not just as fleeting data, but as a living, breathing entity worthy of our full, conscious engagement? This constant bombardment of the superficial, this relentless pursuit of the next thing, has created a profound disconnection. We feel adrift, perhaps, from the subtle rhythms of nature, from the profound quiet of contemplation, and even, at times, from the very core of our own authentic selves. We exist in a state of perpetual looking, yet often, paradoxically, we feel less seen, less understood, and less connected than ever before. This isn't merely a lament for simpler times, nor is it a call to abandon the undeniable conveniences and advancements of our era. Instead, it's an urgent invitation to reclaim something fundamental, that we risk losing our capacity for deep, meaningful observation and connection. It's about awakening to the deeper realities that lie beneath the surface, about understanding the interconnectedness of all things and recognizing our own intrinsic place within that grand tapestry. Without this capacity for true seeing, we risk navigating life as spectators rather than engaged participants, missing the profound beauty, the inherent wisdom, and the ethical imperatives embedded in the very structure of existence. Centuries before our digital age, long before the clamor of modernity reached its current crescendo, thinkers grappled with this very challenge of perception and connection. And one such voice, whose insights remain startlingly fresh and relevant, can guide us back to this lost art of seeing. I'm speaking of Ralph Waldo Emerson and his seminal work, *Nature*. Don't let the title, or the fact it was penned in 1836, mislead you into thinking it's merely a historical curiosity or a dusty relic of transcendentalism. No, Nature is not an old book. It is a timeless guide. It is a clarion call, as resonant today as it was nearly 2 centuries ago, urging us to look beyond the superficial, to pierce the veil of habit and convention, and to rediscover the profound spiritual dimensions woven into the very fabric of the world around us. Emerson implores us to engage with nature not as a mere backdrop for human endeavors, but as a teacher, a mirror, a conduit to understanding the divine within and without. He teaches us that by truly seeing the sun, the stars, the trees, the rivers, by dissolving our ego into these experiences, we begin to grasp universal truths. This isn't just a poetic fancy, it's a foundational philosophical shift, an epistemological realignment that suggests genuine knowledge and wisdom arise from this intimate communion with the natural world, rather than solely from abstract thought or dogma. He posits that through a conscious, almost mystical communion with the natural world, we can transcend our individual ego and tap into a universal spirit, a grand, unifying intelligence. He argues that the world outside us is a projection of the soul, and by truly observing and understanding nature, we begin to understand ourselves, our place, and the very structure of reality itself. It's about stripping away the layers of societal conditioning, the me-focused perspective, and opening ourselves to the expansive, interconnected truth of existence. This isn't just poetry, it's a profound methodology for living a more integrated and aware life, suggesting that our ethics, our sense of purpose, and our very definition of good are intrinsically linked to how deeply and widely we perceive the world. And it is precisely this quest for deep understanding, this aspiration to perceive the world not as a collection of isolated facts, but as an interconnected, coherent whole, that forms the very bedrock of what we are about to explore. Because, in a profound and surprisingly resonant way, Emerson's call to truly see the world, to find the divine within its immutable laws, prepares the ground for a journey into one of the most rigorous and revolutionary philosophical systems ever conceived, the radical monism and ethical framework of Benedictus de Spinoza. Spinoza, in his own intricate and breathtaking work, Ethics, invites us to embark on an even more demanding, yet ultimately liberating, path to seeing. He asks us to move beyond personal biases, beyond human-centric illusions, and to grasp reality as a unified, infinite substance governed by necessary laws, where God is not separate from nature, but is nature itself, Deus sive Natura. To truly see the world, for Spinoza, is to see God in everything, to understand the universe through reason, and in that understanding, to find genuine freedom, intellectual love of God, and profound tranquility. This journey of profound seeing, this liberation from illusion, this quest for a deeper, more ethical engagement with all of existence begins now. Have you ever read a book that felt less like words on a page and more like a lightning strike to the soul? A book that didn't just present ideas, but fundamentally shifted the way you perceived the world around you and even yourself. For me, one such book, a true philosophical touchstone, was Ralph Waldo Emerson's profound essay, Nature. Now, if you're not deeply familiar with Emerson, picture a brilliant, eloquent thinker from 19th century America who, along with others like Henry David Thoreau, helped shape a vibrant philosophical movement called Transcendentalism. Don't let the big word scare you. At its heart, transcendentalism was a deeply optimistic, empowering, and profoundly liberating philosophy, especially for its time. It suggested that there's a powerful spiritual truth, a divine spark, not just in ancient texts or distant heavens, but right here, right now, within us and all around us, most vividly expressed in the raw, untamed beauty of the natural world. Emerson urged us to trust our intuition, to see the divine in a sunrise, to find profound wisdom in the quiet majesty of a forest, and to connect with a universal spirit through our own direct experience, rather than relying solely on established religion or rigid traditions. It was a radical call to self-reliance, to personal revelation, to living an authentic, deeply connected life that felt fully integrated with the cosmos. It was a philosophy for awakening, for seeing the extraordinary in the seemingly ordinary. I remember vividly the first time I truly read nature. I wasn't just skimming through an assigned text. I was immersing myself, almost desperately, in its pages. I was in my early 20s, grappling with the usual anxieties and uncertainties that often accompany that stage of life, searching for some kind of anchor, some meaning beyond the day-to-day grind, feeling a bit adrift in a world that often seemed chaotic and disconnected. I found myself sitting on a moss-covered log by the edge of a cool, clear lake, the afternoon sun glinting off the water, a gentle breeze rustling the leaves overhead, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth. As I turned those pages, Emerson's words started to resonate in a way I hadn't expected, not just intellectually, but emotionally and spiritually. He wrote about becoming a transparent eyeball, seeing everything without owning anything, feeling utterly connected to the universe. And in that specific moment, looking out at the shimmering expanse of the lake and the ancient, silent trees, it wasn't just an intellectual concept. It was a visceral, overwhelming experience. The usual boundaries between myself and the world seemed to dissolve. The worries, the anxieties, the nagging sense of being a separate, isolated entity, they all faded into the background. I felt a profound sense of unity, of belonging, a quiet, expansive joy that was both deeply personal and universally resonant. It was as if a thin veil had been lifted, revealing a deeper, pulsing reality, a vibrant current of life running through everything, including me. The world was alive, and I was part of it, not just an observer. That experience wasn't just a fleeting philosophical high, it planted a deep and enduring seed within me. It taught me that philosophy isn't merely about abstract ideas debated in dusty lecture halls or confined to academic journals. It's about a way of seeing, a way of being, a continuous practice of engaging with the world and ourselves in a more meaningful, connected, and ultimately, more fulfilling way. And this brings us to the core goal of this video. We're not just here to dissect texts or memorize definitions. We're here to embark on a journey to explore how these powerful philosophical insights, even those from centuries ago, can still be lived, breathed, and applied in our complex, often overwhelming modern lives. We're here to translate ancient wisdom into contemporary relevance, to make it immediate, actionable, and deeply accessible to each of us. For me, Emerson's intuitive and poetic understanding of unity, interconnectedness, and the divine spark within nature laid a fertile personal groundwork. It prepared my mind and heart for the even more rigorous, yet equally revolutionary, vision of another colossal figure in Western thought, Baruch Spinoza. While Emerson approached these profound ideas through a mystical, transcendental lens, Spinoza, centuries earlier, arrived at remarkably similar conclusions about the fundamental unity of existence, the nature of reality, and our place within it, but through the uncompromising and meticulously reasoned path of pure geometry and logic. He gave me a framework to understand what Emerson's words made me feel asterisk. So, what can you expect from this journey into Spinoza's monumental work, Ethics? We'll begin by diving deep into Spinoza's foundational concepts, his radical idea of God or nature as one infinite, unified substance, and how everything we perceive and experience flows necessarily from this singular, all-encompassing reality. We'll then explore his understanding of human beings as modes of this substance, delving into his revolutionary psychology of the passions, examining how our emotions work, and charting a path toward genuine freedom and tranquility. We'll unpack his unique perspective on reason, intuition, and the intellectual love of God, which he argued is the highest human good, a profound state of understanding and joy. Finally, we'll consider the enduring legacy of Spinoza and how these profound, yet often challenging, ideas can still offer us a powerful, rational framework for living a more integrated, ethical, and truly happy life in the 21st century. My sincere hope is that, much like Emerson's nature unexpectedly opened my eyes to a new way of seeing and being, our exploration of Spinoza's ethics will provide you with tools and perspectives that resonate deeply and empower you to navigate your own journey with greater clarity, connection, and a renewed sense of purpose. Welcome to Ethics by Benedictus de Spinoza, an exploration into the profound depths of one of history's most radical philosophical minds. In this journey, we won't just analyze theories, we'll endeavor to experience the world as Spinoza invites us to with clarity, reason, and an unwavering sense of interconnectedness. Our first chapter, titled Seeing, Not Just Looking the Transparent Eyeball, lays a crucial foundation. Before we delve into Spinoza's intricate system, we must first learn a new way of perceiving, a method of apprehending reality that transcends mere intellectual observation. For this, we turn to another seminal thinker, an American transcendentalist, whose most famous concept perfectly illuminates the shift in perspective we'll need, Ralph Waldo Emerson and his transparent eyeball. Emerson, in his groundbreaking essay Nature, calls us to move beyond passive observation to a state of complete, egoless immersion in the natural world. He writes, and listen closely to these transformative words, standing on the bare ground, my head bathed by the blithe air and uplifted into infinite space, all mean egotism vanishes. I become a transparent eyeball. I am nothing, I see all, the currents of the universal being circulate through me. I am part or parcel of God. Let's unpack this iconic passage. When Emerson declares I become a transparent eyeball, he isn't suggesting a literal transformation into a disembodied optic nerve. Instead, he describes a state of pure perception where the self with its biases, its opinions, its history, its desires recedes into the background. The eyeball is transparent because it no longer filters, judges, or imposes its own narrative onto what it sees. It simply receives and what happens when this egoless transparency is achieved? I am nothing, I see all. To be nothing here isn't a statement of nihilism or self-negation, it's the dissolution of the individual ego, the small, constrained sense of me, to make room for something far greater. When the barrier of self-consciousness drops, perception expands. We move from seeing tree to seeing the very essence of treeness, the intricate web of life, the fundamental forces at play. We begin to see all, because we are no longer confined by the limitations of our individual perspective. This profound shift allows the currents of the universal being circulate through me. This universal being is Emerson's term for the divine, the overarching reality, the fundamental fabric of existence. It resonates deeply with Spinoza's concept of God or nature, a singular, infinite, self-sufficient substance that comprises all that is. When our individual egocentricity vanishes, we become conduits for this universal flow, realizing that I am part or parcel of God. We are not separate observers, we are integral, inseparable components of the divine whole. Now, consider the profound difference between simply looking at a landscape and actively experiencing it in this Emersonian sense. When you look at a forest, your mind is often busy. You might be identifying species of trees, assessing the quality of light for a photograph, or perhaps planning your route. There's a separation, asterisk you asterisk are here, and asterisk the forest asterisk is out there. It's an analytical, often superficial engagement, but to experience the forest, to move towards becoming a transparent eyeball, requires a different kind of presence. Imagine yourself walking along a winding path. Initially, your thoughts might be racing. You're aware of the individual trees, the texture of the bark, the dappled sunlight on the leaves. But then, consciously, deliberately, you start to let go. The rustle of leaves underfoot isn't just a sound, it's a sensation that travels through your body. The scent of damp earth and pine needles isn't merely an aroma, it's an inhalation that fills your lungs, connecting you to the very ground you walk upon. The sunlight filtering through the canopy isn't just a visual, it's a warmth on your skin, a life-giving energy that permeates everything. You stop identifying, categorizing, naming. The individual trees blend into a unified green expanse, breathing, swaying, interconnected. The birdsong is no longer a collection of distinct calls, but a single, vibrant symphony of life that envelops you. Your sense of being a separate individual standing asterisk in asterisk the forest begins to dissolve. You are no longer observing the forest, you asterisk are asterisk part of its breathing, living presence. The boundaries between your skin and the cool air, between your thoughts and the rustling leaves, begin to blur. In this state, the mean egotism truly vanishes. There's no longer the I who is appreciating the view, but simply the view itself, apprehended without the mediating filter of self. You become a conduit for the world's beauty, its life, its interconnectedness. This is the profound quietude that arises when the incessant chatter of the ego is stilled, allowing the currents of the universal being to flow unhindered. It is a feeling of awe, of profound peace, and of belonging to something immeasurably larger and more fundamental than your individual self. This radical shift in perspective, this dissolution of the individual ego into the greater whole, is precisely the kind of vision Spinoza encourages us to cultivate. To truly grasp his ethics, we must learn to see ourselves not as isolated agents in a world of separate objects, but as modes of a singular, infinite substance, God or nature. This transparent eyeball approach sets the stage for understanding the profound interconnectedness and the liberation that comes from seeing things not through the lens of personal desire or fear, but sub specie eternitatis under the aspect of eternity. It is an invitation to see, not just to look. In our modern world, the conversation around nature often gravitates towards one dominant perspective: utility. We speak of natural resources of asterisk commodities asterisk extracted from the earth, of the asterisk services asterisk ecosystems provide. Forests become timber, rivers become hydropower, mountains yield minerals. It's a view deeply rooted in pragmatism, a transactional relationship where nature's value is often quantified by its economic output or its contribution to human comfort and profit. This utilitarian lens, while seemingly efficient, frequently reduces the vast, complex, and awe-inspiring tapestry of the natural world to little more than a warehouse, a quarry, or a field ripe for exploitation. We see the clear-cut forest and calculate board feet, not the ancient ecosystem lost. We hear the roar of machinery processing ore, not the silence broken. But what if nature offers more than just utility? What if its true worth extends far beyond the ledger sheet? To explore this question, we turn back to the 19th century, to the profound insights of American transcendentalist Ralph Waldo Emerson. In his seminal work, Nature, Emerson invites us to expand our perception, challenging the very notion of nature solely as a means to an end. He argues that humanity's relationship with the natural world is far richer, categorizing its uses into four distinct, yet interconnected, spheres: commodity, beauty, language, and discipline. Let's first acknowledge Emerson's commodity. He wasn't naive. He understood, as we do, that nature provides for our basic needs. The fields yield food, the rivers offer water, the trees provide shelter and fuel. This is the foundation of our physical existence, the undeniable practical link between humanity and the earth. We need the soil to grow our crops, the minerals to build our societies, the energy to power our lives. This aligns, to a certain extent, with our modern utilitarian view. The bread on our table, the roof over our heads, these are direct commodities from nature. But here is where Emerson begins to diverge sharply from a purely economic interpretation. He recognizes this as just one facet, the most basic, of nature's multifaceted gift. Beyond mere sustenance, Emerson implored us to recognize nature's beauty. Think of the breathtaking vista from a mountaintop, the delicate perfection of a wild flower, the vibrant hues of a sunset painting the sky. These are experiences that cannot be bought or sold, yet they enrich the human spirit profoundly. The serene power of a pristine waterfall, its spray catching the sunlight in a prismatic dance, offers no tangible product, but an immeasurable sense of wonder. The majestic presence of an ancient grove, silent witnesses to centuries, stirs something deep within us that a meticulously planted, commercially grown forest simply cannot. This beauty for Emerson is intrinsic, an inherent quality of nature that inspires awe, joy, and a sense of connection to something larger than ourselves. It speaks to our souls, not just our stomachs or our wallets. Emerson then elevates our understanding further, introducing nature as language. He saw the natural world as a grand symbolism, a mirror reflecting universal truths and spiritual insights. The cycle of seasons, the enduring strength of a mountain, the relentless flow of a river, these aren't just physical phenomena, they are metaphors for life, death, change, and persistence. Nature, in this sense, communicates directly with our minds, offering parables and lessons that transcend literal meaning. It's the profound silence in a vast wilderness that allows for introspection, the intricate web of life revealing interconnectedness. It's the way a storm can represent turmoil or a clear sky, clarity. This perspective transforms nature from a collection of things into a living text, a profound source of wisdom waiting to be deciphered. Finally, Emerson describes nature as discipline. The natural world teaches us fundamental laws: gravity, cause and effect, the cycles of growth and decay. It demands patience, resilience, and respect for forces beyond our control. A farmer learns diligence from the earth. An explorer learns humility from the mountains. Nature sets boundaries, demonstrates consequences, and through its unyielding truths, shapes our character and intellect. It's a constant teacher, molding our perceptions, honing our understanding of order, and reminding us of our place within a larger, intricate system. The tension between these perspectives is palpable, both in Emerson's time and especially now. Do we see the old-growth forest primarily as valuable timber to be harvested, fueling the relentless hum of industry? Or do we perceive it as a source of profound beauty, a living language of history, and a disciplined teacher of ecological balance? Do we see a river as merely a source of hydroelectric power, or as a vibrant ecosystem, a metaphor for life's journey, and a reminder of nature's powerful, unstoppable flow? This 19th century intellectual struggle resonates acutely with our modern conversations about consumerism and environmentalism. Our current economic models often reinforce the commodity view, driving relentless extraction and consumption, where a smartphone's lifespan is short and its components, once mined, are quickly forgotten. We witness the devastating consequences: climate change, biodiversity loss, pollution, all stemming from a worldview that prioritizes infinite economic growth over finite natural limits. The pushback from environmental movements to ethical consumerism is a desperate plea to re-embrace Emerson's other uses of nature, its intrinsic beauty, its profound wisdom, and its capacity to teach us discipline. It's a call to move beyond merely asking, "What can nature do for me?" to instead ponder, "What does nature mean to me? And what is its value simply by being?" It's a journey from seeing nature as something to own to something to belong to. And in this shift lies the potential for a deeper, more ethical relationship with the world around us. Welcome back to our exploration of Spinoza's profound insights as we embark on Chapter 3, The Language of the Universe, where nature reveals itself as a tapestry of symbols, waiting for us to decipher its deeper meaning. After grappling with the intricacies of substance and attribute, we now turn our gaze outward to the world around us and discover that the very fabric of existence speaks to us in a silent yet eloquent tongue. This chapter delves into a transformative idea that every object, every process in the natural world isn't merely what it appears to be. Instead, it functions as a symbol, a pointer to a deeper spiritual or moral truth that lies beneath the surface, eagerly awaiting our conscious decoding. This isn't just poetic musing, it's a profound shift in perception, inviting us to see the universe not as a collection of random phenomena, but as a living, breathing testament to universal principles. To truly grasp this concept, we look to the eloquent words of the American transcendentalist Ralph Waldo Emerson, who articulated this idea with striking clarity. He famously declared that every natural fact is a symbol of some spiritual fact. Think about that for a moment. He wasn't suggesting that a tree reminds us of resilience. He was proposing that the very essence of a tree, its physical being, is the embodiment of a spiritual truth like resilience, growth, or steadfastness. Nature, in this view, is a grand parable, an open book written in the divine script of reality itself. It's the visible manifestation of the invisible, the tangible expression of the intangible. Let's ground this powerful idea with some accessible examples. Consider a flowing river. On a purely physical level, it's water moving from one point to another, shaped by gravity and terrain. But through the lens of symbolism, a river instantly evokes far more. It represents the ceaseless passage of time, an unstoppable current that carries all things forward. It speaks of change and impermanence, reminding us that we can never step into the exact same river twice, just as life never truly stands still. Yet, paradoxically, it also symbolizes persistence, the enduring force that carves canyons and nourishes life, constantly renewing itself. A river is a dynamic symbol for the flow of existence, the journey of life, and the inevitable cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Or think about a humble seed, small, often dormant, seemingly insignificant. Yet within its tiny casing lies an astonishing blueprint, an entire potential forest, a vibrant bloom, a nourishing harvest. The growing seed, therefore, becomes a potent symbol for potential itself, for the hidden power within, for growth, for new beginnings, and for the incredible capacity for transformation that resides in even the most unassuming forms. It reminds us that greatness can emerge from the smallest origins, that all things carry within them the promise of future becoming. When we adopt this perspective, even the most mundane activities become infused with profound meaning. A simple walk through your local park, along a quiet street, or even just observing the sky from your window transforms from a mere physical movement or passive observation into a profound, meaningful conversation with the universe. The rustling leaves are no longer just wind and foliage. They might whisper secrets of change or the fleeting nature of existence. The steadfast oak tree in the distance ceases to be mere wood and leaves. It becomes a silent mentor, symbolizing endurance and rootedness. A fleeting cloud formation might represent the transient nature of thoughts or emotions, while the boundless blue sky above speaks of infinite possibility and interconnectedness. Every ripple on a pond, every persistent weed pushing through concrete, every bird's song, every ray of sunlight breaking through clouds, each holds a potential message, a glimpse into a deeper spiritual or moral truth. Your walk isn't just about covering ground, it's an active engagement, a dialogue where you are invited to listen, to observe, and to interpret the subtle whispers of the world around you. It becomes a sacred journey of discovery where the external world mirrors and illuminates the internal landscape of your soul. This newfound understanding empowers you to become a translator of the universe's own language. So, I encourage you, as you move through your daily life, to start looking for your own personal symbols in your immediate environment. What does the constant hum of traffic signify to you? What spiritual truth does the crack in the pavement reveal? What does the intricate pattern of a spider web or the simple act of a flower turning towards the sun communicate about life, resilience, or aspiration? There are no wrong answers here, only personal interpretations that deepen your connection to yourself and to the grand tapestry of existence. By embracing this symbolic perspective, you don't just see the world, you *red* it. You don't just live in the universe, you engage with *it. You begin to understand that the external world is not separate from your inner experience, but rather a rich, dynamic reflection, a constant source of wisdom, waiting patiently for you to decode its endless messages. It's an invitation to live a life infused with wonder, purpose, and a profound sense of connection to the very language of the universe. Welcome back, fellow seekers of wisdom, as we continue our exploration of Spinoza's monumental work, Ethics. Having laid the groundwork by contemplating the very substance of reality, God or nature, as one and the same infinite being, and understanding how our minds, as modes of this divine attribute, strive for adequate ideas, we now turn our attention to a truly practical and accessible realm, the natural world around us. In this fourth chapter, The Inner Teacher, we discover how observing nature, with its immutable laws, intricate processes, and inherent order, serves as a profound discipline for the human mind, guiding us toward clarity, calm, and genuine self-reliance. Spinoza famously equated God with nature, a profound pantheistic vision where the divine is not separate from the world, but inherent in every leaf, every star, every principle of existence. This means that when we observe nature, we are, in a very real sense, observing the manifestations of God's infinite attributes. Consider the unwavering principles that govern all of existence, the consistent pull of gravity, the intricate dance of photosynthesis converting sunlight into life, the predictable ebb and flow of tides, or the relentless process of erosion shaping continents over millennia. These are not arbitrary rules. They are the very expression of the divine necessity of nature's immutable essence. By deeply engaging with these phenomena, our human mind undergoes a subtle yet powerful transformation, a form of intellectual and emotional discipline. We learn to see reality for what it is, rather than projecting our desires, fears, or inadequate ideas onto it. Nature, in its impartial consistency, teaches us acceptance of inevitability, the importance of cause and effect, and the profound beauty in unadorned truth. Think of the cyclical nature of the seasons, a visual metaphor for life's grand processes. The vibrant bloom of spring, the flourishing abundance of summer, the gradual release of autumn, and the quiet introspection of winter, each phase essential, each an inescapable part of a larger, perfect whole. This slow, majestic dance, perfectly orchestrated, gently nudges our often impatient and overly ambitious minds toward a more realistic and accepting perspective. It teaches us about cycles of growth and decay, about renewal and rest, and about the inherent order within what might, on the surface, appear chaotic or destructive. Nature doesn't rush, it simply is asterisk, revealing truth through its consistent operations. This external observation becomes an internal training, helping us to align our thoughts and expectations with the objective reality of the world. In a world increasingly characterized by mental noise, anxiety, and the relentless stream of fragmented information, nature offers a profound sanctuary of order and tranquility. Our minds, left unchecked, can become a tempest of swirling emotions, contradictory desires, and inadequate ideas, leading to confusion and suffering. But step into a forest, watch a time lapse of a flower blooming, observe a river carve its path, or witness the intricate architecture of a spider's web being woven with deliberate precision. In these moments, something shifts within us. There's a calming effect, a subtle alignment that occurs when we truly witness such perfect, undisturbed coherence. Nature doesn't fret, doesn't agonize, it simply operates according to its own perfect laws. This quiet orderliness provides a template for our own inner landscape, a profound reminder that beneath the surface chaos of our thoughts, there is an underlying structure, a potential for clarity and calm. By immersing ourselves in nature's harmony, we are subtly, yet powerfully, invited to cultivate a more orderly, rational, and peaceful internal world, echoing Spinoza's assertion that adequate ideas bring intellectual peace. Moreover, this consistent engagement with nature's immutable laws fosters a deep and powerful sense of self-reliance, a core tenet of Spinozan ethics. When we observe the world with an open mind, carefully tracking cause and effect, understanding patterns of growth and decay, we are not relying on external dogma, superstition, or the pronouncements of authority figures. Instead, we are actively employing our own senses, our own intellect, our own reason to derive truth directly from reality. This empirical investigation of existence builds profound confidence in our cognitive abilities. It strengthens what Spinoza would call intuitive knowledge, not a mystical sense, but a highest form of understanding that apprehends things directly through their essence, perceiving causes and effects in a unified grasp. We learn to trust our own capacity to discern truth, to navigate the complexities of life, and to make ethical choices that are not dictated by external pressures, but are genuinely aligned with the rational order we perceive in the world and, by extension, within ourselves. We become our own inner teachers, guided by the universal wisdom revealed through nature. So, the next time you find yourself immersed in the grandeur of a mountain range, watching the relentless cycle of ocean waves, marveling at the persistent growth of a plant through concrete, or simply observing the intricate patterns of a single leaf, remember that you are engaged in more than just a momentary escape or a beautiful scene. You are actively participating in a profound philosophical exercise, learning from the most ancient, consistent, and profound teacher imaginable, nature itself, which for Spinoza is God. It disciplines our minds by revealing truth, calms our anxieties by demonstrating perfect order, and empowers us to trust our own reason, guiding us towards a more self-reliant, ethically aware, and intellectually free existence. It is here, in the quiet, humble observation of the natural world, that we truly begin to hear the voice of our inner teacher, guiding us toward a life lived in profound accordance with the rational and beautiful order of all things. Welcome to Chapter 5, The Spirit Within, a journey into the profound realization of the divine that resides not in some distant heaven, but intimately within and around us. After exploring the intricate dance of reason and emotion, and the profound interconnectedness of existence through the lens of Spinoza's radical philosophy, we arrive at a complementary vision that culminates in a truly awe-inspiring understanding, the idea of a universal spirit, an oversoul that permeates the entirety of creation. This chapter explores how finding this divine essence becomes the ultimate path to belonging and peace. Imagine a single, boundless ocean of consciousness, an infinite mind from which all individual minds and all phenomena arise. This is the essence of what Ralph Waldo Emerson, a key figure in American transcendentalism, termed the oversoul. It is not merely a poetic metaphor, it is presented as the ultimate reality, the unifying force behind the dazzling diversity of the cosmos. Think of it as the divine essence, the very breath of existence, pulsing through every star, every atom, every living being. It is the absolute, immanent divinity that Spinoza himself championed in his concept of God or nature, a singular, infinite substance that is everything, rather than merely creating it from afar. For Spinoza, God is identical with the universe and all its contents, expressing itself through infinite attributes. Emerson's Oversoul provides a powerful, spiritually resonant articulation of this very immanence, making the abstract concept of divine substance feel tangible and deeply personal. It is the grand symphony whose every note is a part of its harmonious whole. This perspective radically shifts our understanding of our place in the universe. We are not separate observers gazing upon a world outside ourselves, nor are we solitary beings disconnected from a larger whole. Instead, we are drops in this very ocean, individualized expressions of this same boundless spirit. Our consciousness is a localized manifestation of the Oversoul, a unique lens through which the divine experiences itself, just as Spinoza viewed individual minds as modes of God's infinite attribute of thought. When we look at a majestic mountain range, feel the ancient wisdom of a primeval forest, or gaze into the unfathomable depths of the ocean, we are not just observing nature, we are encountering a direct emanation of this universal spirit. The shimmering leaf, the intricate pattern of a snowflake, the raw power of a thunderstorm, each is a divine expression, a unique word in the grand poem of existence. Connecting with nature, then, transforms into far more than a recreational activity or a pleasant pastime. It becomes a profound act of communion, a direct conduit to this divine essence that flows through all things. It is in these moments of quiet reverence, when we truly immerse ourselves in the natural world, that we most powerfully sense our integral connection to something vast and eternal. In the whisper of the wind through tall grass, the rhythmic crash of the waves against a shoreline, or the quiet resilience of an ancient redwood tree, we hear the voice of the Oversoul. We recognize our own kinship with its eternal song, feeling the same life force that animates us also animates the entire natural world. We are not merely asterisk in asterisk nature, we asterisk our asterisk nature, aware of itself. This profound realization dissolves the artificial boundaries we often construct between ourselves and the world, revealing an underlying, vibrant unity. The implications of this understanding are profoundly liberating and deeply comforting. In a world that often emphasizes individuality, competition, and separation, this philosophy offers a powerful antidote to pervasive feelings of loneliness and isolation. If we are all expressions of the same universal spirit, if the divine spark within us is identical to the divine spark within every other being, and indeed, within every particle of the universe from the smallest grain of sand to the most distant galaxy, then true separation is an illusion. Our individual lives, with all their joys and sorrows, while unique and precious, are interwoven into a vast cosmic tapestry, each thread essential to the beauty and integrity of the whole. This realization fosters an unparalleled sense of universal belonging. It dissolves the anxieties that stem from feeling small or insignificant in a vast, indifferent universe, replacing them with a sense of profound connection and purpose. We are not lost souls adrift in a cold, uncaring cosmos. We are integral, cherished threads in the divine pattern, participants in the grand unfolding of existence. Our pains and struggles are acknowledged, but they are viewed within the larger context of a universal consciousness striving towards greater understanding and expression. To recognize the Oversoul is to find our spiritual home, to understand that the source of all being resides within our very core, eternally accessible, always present. It is the ultimate homecoming, a return to the truth of who and what we are. As Emerson himself so eloquently articulated in his essay, "The Oversoul within us is the soul of the whole, the wise silence, the universal beauty, to which every part and particle is equally related, the Eternal One." And as we truly grasp this profound truth, we look out upon the vast expanse of the cosmos, the swirling galaxies painted across the endless night sky, the profound, mysterious depths of our oceans teeming with life, the silent, majestic peaks of towering mountains that touch the heavens, and we see not just inert matter, but vibrant, conscious spirit. We recognize the divine pulse in every corner of creation and know, with an unshakable certainty, that we are not merely asterisk in asterisk the universe, but we asterisk are asterisk the universe, experiencing itself, one infinite, beautiful whole. Now, as we continue our exploration of profound philosophical thought, particularly as illuminated by figures like Spinoza, we're going to take a slight, yet deeply enriching detour. While Spinoza offers a rigorous, intellectual framework for understanding our place in the universe, sometimes the bridge between abstract philosophy and daily experience requires a different kind of guide. For that, we turn to the poetic wisdom of Ralph Waldo Emerson, whose transcendental vision offers a powerful, accessible pathway to experiencing the world with renewed intensity. This isn't about setting aside Spinoza, it's about finding a complementary, experiential lens through which to engage with reality, a lens that can deepen any philosophical pursuit. So, prepare yourself for your 7-day nature challenge, an action plan. This isn't just about reading philosophy, it's about doing asterisk. It's a practical, week-long guide designed to help you actively apply Emerson's ideas to your daily lives, turning philosophical concepts into tangible, personal experiences. Think of it as a spiritual workout designed to awaken your senses and recalibrate your perspective, bringing you closer to the world around you and perhaps to a deeper understanding of your own consciousness within it. Let's begin. Days 1 and 2, the mindful observer. For the first 2 days of this challenge, your task is simple, yet profoundly transformative: become a mindful observer. Emerson urged us to build, therefore, your own world, and a crucial step in doing that is to truly see the world that already exists. For 15 minutes each day, find a single natural object. It could be a potted plant on your windowsill, a cloud drifting across the sky, a smooth stone in your garden, or even a leaf on a tree just outside your window. Your only instruction is to look at it, without judgment, without analysis, and without any distractions. Silence your phone, find a quiet spot, and just observe. Notice its colors, its textures, its intricate patterns. Allow your mind to simply absorb the details. What do you notice that you've never seen before? Let your thoughts come and go, but always bring your attention gently back to the object. This exercise is about training your attention, cultivating a deeper presence, and beginning to see the extraordinary in the seemingly ordinary, just as Emerson encouraged us to. Days 3 and 4, the symbolist, having practiced mindful observation for days 3 and 4, will move into the realm of the symbolist. Emerson believed that nature is a language and that every natural fact is a symbol of some spiritual fact. Your challenge now is to identify one thing you see in nature each day, no matter how small or grand, and ask yourself, what could this be a symbol for in my own life? For instance, if you observe a persistent vine clinging to a wall, could it symbolize your own resilience, or perhaps a challenge you're currently facing? If you see a mighty oak, does it speak to strength, grounding, or a long lineage? A fleeting bird might represent freedom or a transient opportunity. There are no right or wrong answers here. The goal is not to find a universally accepted meaning, but to forge a personal connection, allowing nature to reflect aspects of your inner world. This practice deepens your understanding of yourself and reveals the profound interconnectedness Emerson so eloquently described. Days 5 and 6, the transparent eyeball walk. Now, we arrive at one of Emerson's most famous and evocative concepts, the transparent eyeball. For days 5 and 6, your task is to go for a walk with the sole intention of absorbing your surroundings, trying to silence your inner monologue. Let go of your to-do lists, your worries, your self-consciousness. Walk with an open heart and an open mind, aiming to experience the world without the filter of your ego. Emerson wrote, "I am nothing, I see all, the currents of the universal being circulate through me, I am part or particle of God." This walk isn't about reaching a destination, it's about dissolving into the experience. Feel the air on your skin, hear the myriad sounds, see the play of light and shadow, smell the earth and the plants. Try to become less of an individual observing nature and more of an extension of nature itself. Allow the beauty and energy of the world to flow through you, leaving you with a sense of awe, unity, and a profound expansion of your own being. Day 7, the Creator. Finally, on day 7, it's time to bring your experiences to life as the Creator. After a week of mindful observation, symbolic interpretation, and immersive walks, your perception has likely shifted. This final day is about expressing what you've felt and learned. Choose a medium that resonates with you. Write a short journal entry detailing your week's insights. Take a photograph that captures a moment of profound beauty or symbolism for you, or sketch what you've seen or felt. This isn't about artistic perfection, it's about externalizing your internal journey. It's about solidifying the intangible shifts within you and creating a tangible record of your newfound connection to Emerson's vision of nature. Reflect on how your understanding of the world, and perhaps even yourself, has changed. This act of creation closes the loop, transforming abstract philosophical concepts into a deeply personal, tangible experience that you can revisit and cherish. This 7-day challenge is just the beginning. It's an invitation to cultivate a lifelong practice of engaging with the world with Emersonian eyes, transforming everyday moments into opportunities for profound philosophical insight and personal growth. Keep these practices alive, and you'll find yourself living a life continually enriched by the wisdom embedded in the natural world. We've journeyed deep into the profound world of Benedictus de Spinoza's Ethics, a text that challenges our fundamental assumptions about reality, God, and human freedom. It's a journey not just through philosophy, but through a way of seeing and being that can profoundly reshape our inner landscape. As we conclude, let's distill Spinoza's monumental vision into 3 core lessons, 3 actionable insights you can carry with you, not just as intellectual concepts, but as lenses through which to view your own existence and the world around you. These are lessons designed to be easily remembered, integrated, and to gently, but powerfully, shift your worldview. Our first lesson, and perhaps the most foundational, is to actively. Think for a moment about how you typically engage with the world. Do you merely glance, registering surfaces and immediate sensations, or do you truly perceive? Spinoza, through his radical monism and the concept of God or nature, urges us to move beyond a passive observation of reality. He invites us to shift our perception from merely looking at the world as if it were a backdrop to our own personal drama to actively, mindfully, and deeply experiencing it. This means more than just paying attention. It means understanding that every phenomenon, every event, every sensation is an expression of the one infinite substance. It's about recognizing the underlying necessity and interconnectedness in all things. When you witness a sunrise, you're not just seeing colors, you're witnessing a cosmic dance of light and energy, an inevitable unfolding of natural laws that are themselves expressions of divine attributes. When you feel an emotion, it's not just a fleeting internal state, it's a modification of your being, arising from a chain of causes and effects that can be rationally understood. To see actively is to engage your intellect with your senses, to question the surface, and to seek the inherent logic and beauty in the unfolding of existence. It means consciously choosing to delve beneath the immediate appearance, to discern the patterns, the relationships, and the necessary truths that bind everything together. It's about cultivating a heightened state of awareness where you are not just a recipient of sensory input, but an engaged participant in the grand theater of reality, always seeking to grasp the why and the how that Spinoza so meticulously laid out. This active seeing transforms the mundane into the miraculous, revealing the divine in every detail. Building on this active perception, our second lesson is to find the meaning asterisk. Spinoza posits that nature, in its entirety, is not a chaotic jumble of arbitrary events, but a coherent, self-contained system. It is, in essence, a language, and like any language, it offers profound wisdom and insight if only we learn to read its symbols. For Spinoza, there are no accidents in the universe, only necessary consequences. Every phenomenon, from the smallest atom to the grandest galaxy, from our deepest joys to our most profound sorrows, is a word or sentence in the book of nature. Each event holds a meaning, not in the sense of a hidden purpose dictated by an external will, but in the sense of its necessary place within the infinite causal chain. To find the meaning means cultivating a philosophical and scientific mindset towards reality. It means looking beyond immediate gratification or superficial interpretations and seeking the rational structure, the underlying principles that govern existence. When you observe the intricate design of a leaf, the predictable cycles of the seasons, or the complex interplay of human emotions, you are reading the language of nature. This language doesn't speak in metaphors or parables, but in the immutable laws of cause and effect, in the elegant geometries of physics, in the compelling logic of being. By diligently studying and observing, by seeking rational understanding rather than superstitious explanations or anthropocentric interpretations, we begin to decode this language. We move from confusion to clarity, from passive acceptance to profound comprehension. This lesson encourages us to become diligent students of the natural world, understanding that every piece of information, every observed pattern, every grasped truth contributes to a more complete and coherent picture of reality, a reality that in its very structure imparts its own profound wisdom. Finally, and perhaps most liberating, is our third lesson, you belongest. In many philosophical and religious traditions, humanity is often portrayed as separate from nature, either as its divinely appointed steward, its conqueror, or simply an isolated observer gazing upon a detached universe. Spinoza shatters this illusion of separation through his identification of God with nature, and his assertion that all things are modes or attributes of this single, infinite substance, Spinoza unequivocally declares that you are not just an observer of nature, but an inseparable part of a vast, interconnected, and spiritual whole. You are not merely asterisk in asterisk nature, you asterisk are asterisk nature. Your thoughts, your body, your emotions, all are expressions, modifications of the one underlying reality. There is no other from which you are estranged. This understanding carries immense implications. It dissolves the anxieties of isolation and the fear of meaninglessness often born from a perceived detachment from the cosmos. To you belong is to recognize that you are intrinsically woven into the fabric of existence, as essential and integral as the mountains, the stars, or the smallest microbe. Your existence, your consciousness, your very being is a necessary and perfect expression of God or nature. This isn't just a comforting thought, it's a call to profound humility and self-acceptance, and simultaneously to radical empowerment. It means recognizing that the same divine necessity and order that governs the cosmos also flows through you. Your ethical choices, your striving for understanding, your pursuit of joy, all are expressions of this inherent belonging, this drive towards greater perfection within the whole. Embrace this truth: you are not an alien dropped onto a foreign planet, but a vital, intricate, and absolutely essential piece of the cosmic puzzle. Your existence is not a mistake or an anomaly, but a perfect and necessary manifestation of the infinite, eternal, and unified substance that is God or nature. In this deep belonging, we find not only peace, but a powerful impetus to live in accordance with the rational order of the universe, aligning our actions and our understanding with the magnificent whole of which we are an indivisible part. These three lessons to strisk. See actively asterisk. To asks, find the meaning asterisk, and to truly understand that asterisk you belong asterisk offer a profound framework for living. They invite us to step out of fragmented perceptions and into a holistic, rational, and deeply spiritual engagement with reality. Spinoza's Ethics isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's an invitation to a richer, more free, and more joyful existence. By consciously adopting these perspectives, you begin to dissolve the illusion of separation, to overcome the bondage of passive emotion, and to embrace a life guided by reason and a profound love for the entirety of existence. Carry these lessons with you, integrate them into your daily reflections, and observe how your world and your place within it transforms. May Spinoza's wisdom illuminate your path toward greater understanding and freedom. These three lessons to strisk. See actively asterisk. To asks, find the meaning asterisk, and to truly understand that asterisk you belong asterisk offer a profound framework for living. They invite us to step out of fragmented perceptions and into a holistic, rational, and deeply spiritual engagement with reality. Spinoza's Ethics isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's an invitation to a richer, more free, and more joyful existence. By consciously adopting these perspectives, you begin to dissolve the illusion of separation, to overcome the bondage of passive emotion, and to embrace a life guided by reason and a profound love for the entirety of existence. Carry these lessons with you, integrate them into your daily reflections, and observe how your world and your place within it transforms. May Spinoza's wisdom illuminate your path toward greater understanding and freedom. We've journeyed together through the profound landscape of Benedictus de Spinoza's Ethics an intellectual expedition that challenges us to reconsider our place in the universe, the nature of reality, and the very essence of our freedom. This exploration is not just an academic exercise, it's an invitation to a new way of seeing, a deeper form of engagement with the world around us. And it's an invitation to connect, to share, and to continue learning. Spinoza's philosophy, at its heart, encourages a profound attentiveness to the interconnectedness of all things, urging us to perceive God, or substance, within the intricate workings of nature itself. This understanding isn't abstract. It's grounded in the lived experience of our daily lives, in the very fabric of the world we inhabit. So, as a practical, grounding exercise in Spinozan observation, I invite you, our thoughtful viewer, to share one thing, just one small detail that you noticed in nature this week. Perhaps it was the intricate, almost mathematical pattern of a leaf unfurling, the persistent and unwavering song of a bird outside your window, the shifting play of light and shadow upon a cloud formation at dusk, or the sheer, undeniable force of a gust of wind as it rustled through the trees. This simple act of noticing, of cultivating a moment of mindful awareness, directly echoes Spinoza's insistence on understanding the order and beauty of the universe through direct observation. What natural wonder caught your eye, stirred your thought, or simply brought a moment of quiet, unburdened appreciation? Your personal observations will not only enrich your own experience, but will also serve to inspire our growing community, encouraging us all to look more closely, to perceive the divine unfolding in the seemingly ordinary moments of our everyday existence. Share your insights in the comments below, and let's build a tapestry of shared perception. If this deep dive into Spinoza's Ethics has resonated with you, if it has offered a new perspective, sparked a challenging question, or simply provided a moment of insightful contemplation and intellectual enrichment, then I humbly ask you to consider lending your support by liking this video. Your likes are far more than just metrics. They are a valuable signal indicating the perceived worth of this content and helping the YouTube algorithm guide others who seek similar intellectual nourishment to discover this conversation, thereby expanding our shared community of curious minds. And if you are keen to continue this profound journey into the depths of classic wisdom, to unravel the intricate thoughts and revolutionary ideas of history's greatest philosophers, then I warmly invite you to subscribe to this channel. By subscribing, you become an active and valued part of a vibrant community dedicated to intellectual growth, to challenging preconceived assumptions, and to finding profound, enduring meaning in the timeless texts that continue to shape and illuminate our world. Future deep dives await, promising new lenses through which to view existence and new pathways to understanding. Don't miss out on these ongoing explorations. Our discussion today, while comprehensive, has only truly begun to scratch the surface of Spinoza's monumental and meticulously constructed work. Ethics is a profound and intricately woven philosophical system presented with a geometric rigor that is unique in Western thought. It is a journey best undertaken firsthand, directly engaging with the master's own words. To truly grasp the precision of his arguments, the subtle nuances of his definitions, the profound depth of his insights, and the revolutionary implications of his geometric method, there is simply no substitute for engaging directly with the text itself. I strongly encourage you, if your interest has been piqued, to pick up a copy of Spinoza's Ethics. Whether you prefer the tactile, immersive experience of a physical book in your hands, the convenience and accessibility of an e-book on your preferred device, or the auditory richness of an audiobook that accompanies you on your daily endeavors. Immersing yourself in Spinoza's own words is an unparalleled experience of direct intellectual communion. It may present its challenges at times, demanding careful thought and rereading, but the profound reward, a deeper, more personal, and transformative understanding of reality, human freedom, and the pathway to true happiness is truly immeasurable. Think of it not merely as reading, but as embarking on a direct, personal dialogue with one of history's most brilliant and daring minds. As we bring this segment to a close, let us remember that Spinoza's philosophy isn't just about what we read or what we discuss in abstract terms. It's fundamentally about how we live, how we perceive, and how we interact with the totality of existence. It's about cultivating an expansive and continuous awareness that extends far beyond the confines of a screen, beyond the pages of a book, permeating every single moment of our precious existence. The world, in all its infinite attributes and modes, is a ceaseless, dynamic unfolding, constantly presenting itself to our senses, our intellect, and our intuition. It speaks to us in the gentle whisper of the wind, in the immutable logic of mathematics, in the silent, intricate dance of atoms, and in the undeniable, elegant interconnectedness of all phenomena. So, I leave you with this final, inspiring thought, an invitation to ongoing observation, profound reflection, and ceaseless discovery. The world is speaking. What will you hear tomorrow? Let that question serve as a guiding light for your awareness, a catalyst to open your mind even further, and a powerful reminder to deepen your connection to the grand, unified substance of all that is. Thank you for joining me on this illuminating exploration. Until next time, keep pondering, keep observing, and keep growing.